Midwest Family Marketing and Media is really proud to support local nonprofits through our March 4th campaign. All month long, we're going to be highlighting local nonprofits and the incredible work they're doing in our community. It's just really a way of connecting listeners with organizations that are making a real difference in our community. And that is definitely the case with this one, Stable Grounds in Middlebury. And I want to welcome Corey and Becca to talk to us about what you guys do. Welcome, ladies.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Well,
so tell us about your organization.
Yeah, we are a nonprofit that services students kindergarten through seniors or 18 years old, and we provide mental health therapy using our horses and donkeys. So it's equine therapy, helping kids through all kinds of mental struggles such as anxiety, depression, self-harm, family situations, anger, but hands-on working through those situations with the animals.
Wow, I love that. How long have you guys been around?
So we're in the midst of our 5th school year of working with kids. So we've grown already. When we started 5 years ago, our schedule was full within like 3 weeks of kids that just needed extra support and help. And so we went from 0 to 50 to 60 kids a week pretty quickly, which was just a really neat thing to be able to help and fill that need and know that it was there.
Incredible. Can you share a story that really just captures what you guys do and what you mean to these kids?
Sure, we can do that. So we use our heated indoor arena to use animals that the kids pick out. So this child came to us from an elementary school, and he had picked out 4 horses, and they all represented his family members, mom and dad and a brother, and then himself. And every week he would go out to the arena and he would use different pieces of equipment such as blocks, poles, some pool noodles, little foam squares, and he would build this structure, and every week he would label it as his house, and he'd put a little roof on it with a tarp that we had, and a door and his bedroom, and he would label that. Well, through the weeks and through that conversation, we came to find out how much was going on in the home and how unsafe he felt, and where his safe spot was under a desk when mom and dad would fight. And he could go under the desk but still see a TV and turn up the TV as loud as he could so he couldn't hear the arguing. And his brother would always be sort of behind him because he was the older of the 2 siblings. And so through that interaction, he was able to talk about some of the trauma that's happening in the home. And then we could provide resources then for family situation that's going on there too. So
wow, it just really helped him communicate.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Tell us, I mean, is there an age range that you're working with, or like what are the qualifications?
Sure. So for right now, we see kids from kindergarten all the way through 12th grade. So, and what we found is Corey and I both worked in a office mental health settings and in the schools, but in this kind of a model, you're doing and you're active and you're creating the story and the metaphor. And so we get a lot farther with kids a lot faster because they can make those connections and talk about why are the horses fighting? And really that is the metaphor for what's going on at home, or why is that horse off in the corner by itself because it's afraid, and what does it feel like to be afraid? And they can project all of their own stuff onto what's happening in the arena. And then we can help them practice different ways to cope or to interact or different things with the horses, and in real time see how that affects and might change the scenarios.
You guys obviously just have such a passion for this. It has to be hard sometimes too, right? Maybe to hear some of the things that you hear.
Yeah, we have talked about that. We're in the winter dreariness where we've had a lot of cold, we've had a lot of snow, and it seems like that this time of year we do see a lot more depression and some anxiety coming out. Not that we don't other times, but this is definitely, one of those times. And we're like, yeah, it's a lot of hard stuff right now, but we have kids that look forward to coming to us every single week. And so that's what keeps us going, is that we can see the benefits to them. And I mean, we have little 6-year-olds that are talking to horses and saying, I know that they're listening to me, because people don't always listen to me. So to provide that space for them, and really it's an honor for us to be able to provide that for kids.
How rewarding. So, what challenges do you currently face as a nonprofit?
Well, we're of course constantly fundraising, and I think that's the surprise story for every nonprofit. We are full right now with our first arena, but we are opening our second arena here. It's just finishing construction, and we've had some great donors that have given towards that project. And now we're just reaching out to the further community, whether it's Goshen, Elkhart, Fairfield, South Bend, wherever that is, whether it's a school system or private through families that request sessions with us.
And how can our listeners get involved? I mean, how can they help? What are all the ways?
Well, through donations, we have a lot of people that love animals or love children or know the struggles of mental health stuff, whether it's a family member with depression or anxiety or some of those sorts of things. And this is a way to really impact kids early on in neat ways. It doesn't feel like therapy. They don't feel like they're going, and they love coming to the barn. So it reduces the stigma of needing help. So any kind of donation, we have work days and volunteer things that come up where we need people to help with horses and a farm. There's always stuff that needs done. And so some of those ways support us and allow us to continue to see so many kids.
Fantastic. How can they reach out to you if they see this and they're touched by this interview?
Well, of course, call, Stable Grounds Incorporated, and we have a Facebook page and Instagram page and email. And of course, we have a secretary that answers the phone, and we have a scheduler, and they can get put into our schedule for either an appointment, or if they do want to volunteer for us, or give something towards us, whether it's hay or grain or money or whatever that is. So
we love to give tours and talk about what we're doing too. I think sometimes people need to see it or feel it to really appreciate what the space is. And so we love to have time set up for people to meet the horses and walk through and just hear about what we're doing. But our social media stuff is a really great spot to kind of get a picture of what we do and appreciate just the impact we make every day.
Oh, you guys definitely do. Thank you for doing what you do. Is there anything, ladies, that I didn't ask you that you wanted to add?
I don't think so.
I don't think you. I think, of course, just thanking our sponsor for letting us come on and share our story. There are so many great nonprofits, and we're just humbled to be one of those that are highlighted.
Absolutely. A big thank you to First State Bank for making this possible. We appreciate them so much. And Corey and Becca, thank you for being with us and the incredible work you're doing in the community. We're really proud to share your story with Midwest Family Marketing and Media, this March 4th campaign. And just good luck to you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.